So let's talk about something I'm pretty sure you've all seen, or maybe even experienced firsthand: weaponized incompetence. Yeah, it's that super frustrating situation where someone's inability to do a task just feels a little too convenient, a little too perfect.
Okay, this quote, it just nails it. It comes from this story about a guy whose go-to move after a big Christmas meal was to help with the dishes. But he'd do it so badly that people would literally just take over, telling him to stop and let someone else handle it. Mission accomplished, right?
And what's wild is that this guy was anything but incompetent in the rest of his life. I mean, he went to Cambridge, he could fix a car, he could put up shelves, a totally capable person. So his sudden inability to wash a single plate, that wasn't a real lack of skill. Nope, it was a strategy, a way to shift the work onto everyone else.
Now, there's a more generous way to look at this stuff, and it's called Hanlon's Law. It's this mental model that basically tells us to give people the benefit of the doubt. Most of the time, when someone messes something up, they aren't trying to be malicious. It's way more likely that it was just an honest mistake, just genuine incompetence. And that's usually a pretty good place to start. But you know that feeling, right? When that explanation just doesn't sit well? Hanlon's Law is great, but it has its limits. I mean, what happens when the so-called incompetence keeps happening over and over again? When the person makes zero effort to learn or get better? At some point, you gotta wonder, is it really still just an accident?
And this is where a powerful counter idea comes in: Gray's Law. This one really flips the script. It basically argues that when incompetence goes on for long enough and there's no attempt to fix it, it starts to look and feel exactly like it's being done on purpose. The negative effect is the same, so does the intention even matter anymore?
So let's put these two side by side, okay? On one hand, you've got Hanlon's Law, the charitable view. It assumes good intentions. It's the voice saying, hey, maybe they just don't know any better. But on the other hand, you've got Gray's Law, which takes a much more critical look. It says that constantly failing to improve isn't an accident. It's a choice. It's not about not knowing, it's about refusing to learn.
So how does a simple mistake cross that line and become malicious? Well, it seems to happen in 3 steps. First, the person knows they're not good at something. Second, and this is the absolute key, they actively choose not to learn or get any better. And third, their ongoing lack of skill directly burdens or even harms other people. Once you hit that 3rd step, yeah, it's not just a failing anymore, it's a deliberate act.
And this is really the heart of it all. The second someone knows they're incompetent, but chooses to do absolutely nothing about it while letting everyone else suffer the consequences, it stops being about skill. It completely shifts and becomes a moral issue. It's that active choice to stay a burden that makes it wrong. So this leaves us with a really powerful question to keep in our back pocket, right? When you see this kind of behavior, at work, at home, maybe even in yourself, these 2 laws give you a framework to think about it. It pushes us to look a little deeper than the surface and ask that tougher question: is this really a case of I can't, or is it just a convenient way to say I won't?